Hey guys, how's it going? We are at Winter Gardens today, and you know, I love coming to this place. They always have some really cool stuff. I get a lot of like good statuary from here, a lot of good plants too. And so we're gonna go walk around. There's very few people here right now. There's a couple cars. You can see there's a couple people that way too. I think we're pretty much gonna have the place to ourselves, which is really nice. So we're gonna go check out. They got their rose shipment in. I saw that they had their David Austin roses, and which I don't need any more roses, but I want to see what they have. And then they got their bare root fruit trees in, which I know I'm gonna pick quite a few up also from the rock garden. I don't think I'm ready to buy any today, but I want to see what they do have, just so I know what this place has and what the rock garden has, just like keep tabs on everything. And so we're gonna go walk around, see if we can find anything that like really catches my eye. Do I need anything? Absolutely not. Will I buy something? Almost definitely. So let's go see what we can find today. Here we are. This is the front of the building. We got a new sign, and let's go in. Cutest little pot, little fox, bear. This is fox. 16. I think this is a bear. And then a little owl. Oh, here's my sweatshirt that I have. I love this color though. These are so soft. I also kind of like this brown one. I think I might need to pick up another sweater, because you guys know I wear this one like crazy. I was thinking about adding one of these to the garden. I was thinking about kind of making my own. They have the little tubes. These are for like the leaf cutter bees. It's like $6. You just need little different size tubings for them. I think I'm gonna pick those up when I leave, but I don't know where to get the bees from. Okay, let's go outside. Look at all of their hellebores. Look how dark this hellebore is. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. And then this one's really pretty too. I like how light it is. There's one called Wedding Cake that I have. I need to move it. It doesn't perform very well, but I would like to find more of it. It's really, really pretty. If I can find a photo of it, I'll pop it up on the screen. But it's so gorgeous. And then my fountain that I want, still here, of course. I just love this fountain. It's like the perfect size, and it's tall and narrow. This topiary. Dwarf Globe Spruce, $2.60. That's cool. Lots of pansies and violas. Look at this. This is fun. I love that. I'm gonna go look at the veggies because I told you guys that I wanted to see about adding more vegetables into the landscape. Let's see what they have, if they have any left. It is like slim pickings here. They've sold so much stuff. I'm not seeing many vegetables at all. Penstemon. That's really pretty. $17. I like the red foliage. 24 inches wide, 28 to 34 inches tall. Penstemon digitalis. That's really pretty. I like that. I might come back for that. Is this a geranium? Scabiosa? Scabiosa. 14 inches tall, 10 to 12 inches wide. I don't think I've seen a scabiosa with the leaf structure like that. Huh. $17. That's one that'll come back for you, which is really nice. Ooh. Star Jasmine. I'm thinking about doing this along the driveway, but the problem is 20 feet tall, so it needs a lot of space. I don't have 20 feet. Monrovia had just shared a vine on their Instagram that I think I'm going to kind of be on the lookout for. It was really pretty. I took a screenshot of it so I'd remember what it's called because I already forgot. So I will pop that up on the screen too, because that's one that I'm going to be on the lookout for, because I think it only got like 6 to 8 feet tall, which would be like super perfect, kind of what I need for the driveway. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those. What are the white cans? Rose of Sharon, magenta chiffon. I have the white chiffon. I like the white chiffon. That one might be really pretty, actually. Who are you? Black stocking penstemon. Mine always die. So the tag for this says it's an annual, except in zones 8A through 11B. So it should come back for me. Mine never have. So I guess we'll see this year if it does or not. Because it would be really nice if they did come back. I've still got the one on the ground, which looks okay right now. Look, here's all of the veggies that they have left. Some cabbage. I'd probably like to grow some cabbage, especially this purple color in the landscape. Maybe I'll do a mix of purple and green. We don't eat that much cabbage though. But I'm gonna grow it for ornamentals, not so much for anything else. I think before I leave, I'll grab a pack of the green and a pack of the red. That way I've got one of each. And then here's all of the lettuce. New fire red. Huh. Some red romaine. Some mustards. Some spinach. Dark side. I'm gonna try a piece. No, it's not for me. Peas. Some sugar snap peas. Some chard. All the veggies. And then look, they got their rose topiaries in. Their tree forms. This is a really pretty color. Easy does it. That is gorgeous. It looks like their tree roses are 95 here, and I mean they're in big, huge containers too. Ooh, who is this? This is really pretty. Fun in the sun. That is gorgeous. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like of these, maybe possibly 5. Yep, 5 of them. Let's see what other ones they have. Oh, that's kind of a weird one. Look at that. There's Neil Diamond. Who are you? Sweet Madam Blue. That's a really pretty one too. Sweet Madam Blue. State of Grace. I've heard really, really good things about this rose. That one's really pretty. That's probably one that I would like to add to the garden. I don't need any more tree roses, but look at the trunks on these. Wow, holy cow, that's insane. The tree rose that we have is like, oh my gosh, teeny tiny in comparison to that. That is healthy tree rose. Look at, here are their David Austins. They're 56, which is not bad. You can see here's all of their prices, which I don't think is too bad at all, especially for David Austin's. I've seen them go for so much more at other nurseries. This one is one of my favorites. Queen of Sweden. She is so pretty. I love the Queen of Sweden rose. Like I said, I don't need any more roses, but it's gonna be really hard because they have all of them right now. They have an abundance of roses, and there's a few that I've really wanted, and I see all of them. Like, I would love to add the rolled doll, whatever it's pronounced. This one's really pretty. I've seen a couple other people growing it. And then I would also really, okay, there's two more. I would love to add the Vanessa Bell. It's a very beautiful yellow one, super pretty. And then this one, Wollerton Old Hall. So beautiful. How can you be mad at that rose? That peachy creamy color is my favorite. There's one more that I would like to add. There's a lot that I've never seen too. Let me show you. This one, the Lady of the Lake. I've never seen that one before. I've also never seen Strawberry Hill. It's a climber up to 10 feet. Olivia Austin, that's kind of a staple. I mean, hello. I think this one might be new. I think this is a new one for this year. Or last year, and then it's finally made its way here. The Lynchfield Angel, I've heard this one smells really good too. Lady of Shallot, this is kind of a staple. James Galloway, Harlow Carr. Who are you? Gertrude Jekyll. I've heard that one's really good too. I've never heard of this. Acosta Vey? Emily Bronnett. Darcy Brussel. Crown Princess Marguerite. That one's really pretty. And then Claire Austin. I have this one. This one's amazing, 12 feet. And this one that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce, that one's really pretty. I really like that. That's a climber, 10 feet also. I don't have room for climbers. I've never heard of this one. Bring Me Sunshine. Very yellow. Let's see. Look at that, very yellow, very full. And then Boscobel. I've heard really good things about this one too. 4 feet tall and wide. So that is their selection of David Austin's. I would say come down here and then you can see, look at, this is their selection of all their other roses. And they have even more tree roses down here. And last year when I was here, they had the Silver Lining, which is one that we have. And it's my favorite. Am I already seeing it? It's right here. Literally, eyes were drawn to the tag. This is Silver Lining. Look at, if you're gonna get a tree rose, buy Silver Lining. You will not be disappointed. These stems on this are so much thicker than the one that we have. The one that we have is, I don't even see a stem that's as thin as the one that we have. Ours is tall, but it's not this thick at all. These are really thick stems. They've got some magnolia trees, and I just love magnolias. Our next door neighbors have one that's absolutely massive. And I saw this one. I thought, look at how beautiful those blooms are. It's 96. This is Alexander Magnolia, 25 feet tall and wide. I do not have space for that at all. Zones 5 through 9. I love that color. And look at some of the buds on these. Oh, so soon we will have so many beautiful buds. This one's really pretty too. Felix. Only 7 feet wide and 22 feet tall. If you need something that stays more narrow and you have, like, you know, the height, this is it. 5 to 7 feet wide. Oh, and beautiful blooms. I was looking for something that stayed narrow and I bought one. I think it's a little wider than that. I think it's like 12 feet wide or something like that. Felix Magnolia. Look at the buds on this. I love it. They even have some bigger ones, it looks like. So those are 166. And is this another Felix? No, this is a different one. This is Black Tulip Magnolia. 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall, which still is not very big for a tree. Oh my gosh, 5 through 9 also. That is so pretty. Look, they have crab apples right next to that. I love crab apples. I mean, this one's all like dried up and shriveled, but I'm sure it was super beautiful in the springtime. I would love to add a crab apple to our property. This one's only 69. I need to do some research on which one I want. I also probably need to find some room to be able to plant a crab apple. That's why we're taking certain things out. Maybe where I take those 2 birch trees out, a crab apple would be really good. That's an option. But I would love to add a crab apple. I would love something for the birds specifically that also is like a pretty tree year round. I need to look into this one. So this is the Prairie Fire. Single deep pink red flowers. Look, I found a yellow magnolia. Elizabeth. Where's her specs? See, 20 feet wide, 40 feet tall. She's a big one. And look, she's already budded out. They're all budded out here. We've had some really, really gorgeous weather this last, like, couple weeks. We had a lot of rain, but the weather has been so gorgeous. I'm outside today in, like, a light hoodie. Super beautiful out. I see some vines. I think it's wisteria. I love wisteria. And that is definitely a statement not everyone loves when I say I love wisteria. I don't think this is wisteria. This is kiwi. Is this kiwi? It's kiwi. You can tell it's kiwi because look at the stems. The stems are fuzzy, just like kiwis are fuzzy. So you get fuzzy stems on your kiwi plant, just like your kiwis are. Oh, this is the male kiwi. You need a male and a female, so this will pollinate up to 8 females, and the fuzzy one must be the female. Through the willow trees we go. We're gonna head this way to all of their bare root so we can see what kind of apples they have. That's what I want to grow, is mostly apples. These are pecans. We don't want another pecan tree on the property. Already have one of those. Peaches. What are these? Are these the dwarf nectarines? Oh. Honey Babe miniature peach. What size does it get? Only reaching 5 to 6 feet tall. Snow Babe miniature peach. Honey Babe miniature peach. Honey Babe miniature peach. Bonanza miniature peach. Garden Delight nectarine. I had one of these and we never got any fruit off of it. Late season, 5 to 6 feet tall. Miniature nectarine. They've got so many of these miniature ones here. I wish the ones that we had grown, the one that I grew, didn't put its taproot into the soil. I was trying to grow it in a container. I probably should have grown the container like on the like patio, but I didn't. That was such a bummer because then I had to pull it out and I sent it over to Ashley's house and it did die. It did not make it, which is, it's such a bummer that it didn't make it, but that is life. Pluots, I thought those were apples, they're pluots. Okay, let's go down this way. Let's see what else we can find. Pluots, peach, pears, peaches. We're gonna hold off on looking at the rest of the fruit trees. There's a bunch of people over there looking at them. I mean, they just got their fruit trees in, so a lot of people are here specifically for the bare root fruit trees. So I'm going to let people shop by themselves without a camera being shoved in their face. So once it kind of clears out, then I'll head back over there and look. I don't think I'm gonna buy any today though, like I said, because I am not ready to get them planted yet, and I need to be ready. I'll be ready later this week to get them fully planted. So I'll pick up apple trees probably in about a week's time. I just wanted to come up here and really check what varieties they all have, because I also need to do research on which ones I specifically want. This is their main fountain section. So many cool fountains, different shapes, different sizes. Goes all the way down. And I think they have a couple tabletop fountains down the way also. Lots of cool stuff, cool little wire benches and all the things. But look at these standards. This is a quick fire hydrangea standard. Pretty, very airy hydrangea. Look at that. Super gorgeous. It's $146. Early blooming, zones 3 through 8, 6 to 8 feet tall, but obviously you would come in and keep it pruned just like this. And these are massive, massive containers. I don't know if you guys can tell, like huge. And then behind they have all kinds of hydrangeas here, lots of different varieties, all from different companies. I wonder if they have the Glacier Bay that I have. What's this? Candy apple. That's pretty. Angel blush. I don't see the Glacier Bay one that I have, but this one's really pretty too. Early evolution. I like the variety of the blooms on that. And then I see little lime, lots of little lime, some limelights. We're never mad at a limelight hydrangea, of course. 40. What's the sizing on this? I can never remember off the top of my head. I think it's pretty big, 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. Zones 3 through 9. Maybe I should pick up a limelight. I should probably grab a limelight. What's the little lime sizing though? So little lime is zones 3 through 8 and gets 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. So much, much smaller. On its big size is the small size of the limelight. So little lime might be good for people with small yards like me. What I do want to look at is this. What are you? The leaf structure is pretty cool. I don't know how to spell that or how to say that. Pearly twirly Foliage, partial sun, 3 to 6 hours, 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, zones 7 through 11. And it blooms in the spring. But I think you're growing it for leaf structure. I mean, here's another one. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like the leaves on it. And of course, lots of hellebores. Look at these blooms facing straight up. And the bees, there's lots of bees going after them. So pretty, so nice to have like full blooms very early in the year. Oh, I love this color. And it's like kind of iridescent in the sun. I don't know how well that picks up on camera. That one's really pretty. I don't see a tag. Look, I just love the drifts of that. It's so pretty. Could you imagine in your garden rows of heucheras like that? They have all of their berries out also, and they have the fall gold raspberries. If you're wanting to grow raspberries, these have been the favorite in my garden. We are pulling ours out just because I don't have the space for them. And you can see 5 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet wide, and they definitely get that, and they need all the space they can get. We're growing it in a raised bed, which probably, like, it was a good decision, I think, if I had unlimited space. But fall gold, 20 bucks here. We were getting berries, like it says, so fruit ripens early and may repeat in the fall, and that's pretty much what we would get. We'd get like 2 flushes of them, and then in the middle of summer we would get like a small little handful here and there, and then we'd get a big flush at the very end also. So you get 2 big harvests out of them, but we just didn't have enough room to have enough of them. But these ones are amazing. It just says golden raspberry on the tag, but they are the fall gold raspberries. And then they have a bunch of other berries and things. Blueberries down the way, boysenberry, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. I've grown the bushel in a berry brand before also. While we don't get cold enough for berries. It looks like this one is gonna flower and probably produce some fruit, but we've never gotten any fruit. I ended up pulling them after about 3 years. Yeah, it says it needs 500 hours of chill time below, I think it's like 40 degrees or something like that, which we do get below 40, but I don't think we're cold enough long enough for it. This one's called pink icing. Okay, so we got the rose. I bought this one. This is the Coco Loco, and it was kind of a pain to get it in the car. I'm glad I didn't buy a bigger one because this would not have fit back here. And so Coco Loco, she had a really thick stem. I'm gonna grow this in a container. I'm not gonna grow it in the landscape like our other one is. I think that in a container, in a terracotta container, underplanted, it would be so pretty. And then I bought some Sure Start. I've only ever used this once at my grandmother's house. I've never used it in my garden, but Janie uses the EB Stone brand. And honestly, the espoma is just so hard to find here in California. And so I'm just gonna switch over to start using EB Stone because I just need a fertilizer that I can readily get. And this was $13. It's 4 pounds, which I'll go through this in like an hour, but that's all right. So we've got the rose. I put it in a trash bag so I don't spill dirt everywhere, even though I have this like little protector thing in the car, but I just don't want to like risk getting dirt everywhere and still having to clean out the protector. So we got the rose, Coco Loco, which is the one that I've been on the look for, and so I'm really excited, and our new fertilizer. So that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I'm glad I was able to go do a little bit of plant shopping. I got something that was on my list of things that I wanted, and it'll be fun to do it in a container. I have one rose in a container, but I'm going to put it in the landscape, and I think I would like to find a nice rolled rim for the Coco Loco. I'm trying to get away from that like flat rim of the terracotta pot that you can buy like at Home Depot and all that stuff. I would like to keep it more cohesive and do like rolled rim. I just think it looks so much prettier. So I'm gonna head home, and this probably isn't gonna get planted for a while, so it's gonna go in my horde of plants that didn't get planted last year. That's okay though. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.